Broadcasting live from the Iltv studios located at University Drive. Welcome to Freedom March. Today is the 1st of May 2024, and in the Supreme Court it was May Day. That was the SOS, as Her Ladyship Justice Renee McKay declared a mistrial in the rape, sexual assault, and whatever other charge of North Aberco Member of Parliament. That would be Kirk Cornish. So the charges have, well, the trial has been dismissed, which means they will have to retry him. So that is a major, major development. And in view of the fact that the allegation, the trial has been dismissed, we can now analyze the evidence which has been alleged against Mr. Cornish. You would recall that his girlfriend, also known as his common-law wife, she alleged that he took her to Airbnb, where he's alleged to have had a sexual encounter with her. So this is a very interesting story, and the politics has been injected. Well, today in the Parliament, the government tabled a bill which will give people a choice to decide whether or not you want a judge alone to try you, or a 9-man jury, where perhaps hidden among them could be a jury who is close to opposition leader Michael Pintard, if your case smacks of politics. But there is a fundamental error that many people are not aware of, and that is, in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, there is an independent judiciary, and thank God there is a judge who's not a man-hater, who's not anti-man. She loves the law, she loves the Lord, she loves the law, she loves the Lord, she loves the law, and she focuses on the law. And whether or not you come professing you are a man, or if you are a woman, she judges you according to the law. Lord, I thank you for an independent judiciary. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save an independent judiciary. God save our blessed sovereign, King Charles III, and the entire royal family. God save the King, Your Majesty, an independent judiciary in the Bahamas. Welcome back to Freedom Match. My name is Rodney Monka, and there's breaking news taking place here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. North Abaco Member of Parliament, Kirk Cornish, as you are aware, an allegation has been levied against him by a woman who claimed that she was in a relationship with him. And of course, he has been formally arraigned in the Supreme Court on Monday of this week, in which a jury has been selected. The jury comprised of six men and 3 women were impaneled. Yesterday, which was Tuesday, the court began to receive or hear testimony from the accuser. And of course, she testified that the member of parliament took her to Airbnb. There he is alleged to have pulled off her pants and her underwear and proceeded to have a sexual encounter. You would recall that I told you that some of the description in the trial was so interesting that I was unsure if I should quote them, and I would wait today to see what the Negro media does. And of course, all of the media is saying that the woman said that Mr. Cornish asked her if she wanted the monster. That is how she alleged that he described his sexual organs. And so the trial was heard, and this morning everybody got a shock when her ladyship, it is reported, dismissed the juror. And by dismissing the juror, it means the case has come to an end, and therefore the Director of Public Prosecution has to decide on a number of questions. One, is she willing to bring the Member of Parliament back before the court and impanel a new jury? And we are understanding that Her Ladyship, Justice Renee McKay, has discovered that among the 9 jury was a hidden one who is linked to the opposition leader Michael Pintard. And therefore, one can assume that the court would have concluded that this trial would be compromised, and in the interest of justice, the matter ought to be declared a mistrial, which has been done. Now, it is very interesting to know that in this atmosphere in the country, there's been a major attack on men. And for most of you, you may not be aware of it. Rape, by its very definition, is anti-man. And when we listen to the evidence of the accuser, she, under cross-examination, was asked, why did you not report these alleged rape? And she informed the judge, the jury, and the court that she never reported that he pulled off her pants, had sex with her against her will, because they were in a relationship and she didn't want to do him any harm. Well, if one's girlfriend recognizes that her boyfriend, if he pulls off her pants and underwear and have sex, that she should not put a crime on him. Certainly, married men, we must understand the danger that married men are faced with. If we allow the devil to enter our parliament and they pass law which prohibit men to call their wife to a day or an evening of submission. So this is a very interesting matter that has taken place, and I thank God that notwithstanding the politics and the attempt at subtle political influence, to undermine justice, and to stop her in her most vital parts. There sat in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas an independent judiciary. People who are well educated, people who understand the law, and people who are not afraid to give justice. And so the learned judge has declared a mistrial, and I thank God. And today I declare that what is fundamentally the problem in this country, and the fundamental problem in this country, and I tell it to you, I tell it to you, you're living in a society where the people are not saved. They're not saved. And that is fundamentally what the problem is. They're not saved. And there is a movement which is designed to destroy the Bahamian man. See, I'm not talking about international man. I'm not concerned about him. I'm talking about men in the Bahamas who have a right to sex, who have a right to his wife, who have a right to his girlfriend. We have a right to our wife. We have a right to our girlfriend. Unless, of course, we are closet gay. And that would be the only other way that we would be so anti-men. But in the Bahamas is an independent judiciary, and today in the parliament, the government introduced a bill which will give every citizen a choice. Do you wish to be tried by a judge alone or a jury? In the case of North Abaco Member of Parliament, Kirk Cornish, he had to follow the law, so he was not given a choice. And notwithstanding that there was powerful scrutiny from both sides of the bench, from the prosecution and the defense, a secret undercover fifth columnist was able to successfully penetrate. And that is how Delia wrote the note. And as a result of that, these charges has been, stopped. A mistrial has been declared, and the Director of Public Prosecution will have to determine whether or not the charges ought to be brought back again. And of course, it's my hope and prayer that while they're contemplating that Mr. Cornish and his girlfriend would make up, and that Cornish would do the right thing and just marry the young woman. And basically one of the problems in our society, and this has nothing to do with Mr. Cornish, this is merely my Negro observation. There are many men in our society where women quietly stand behind them and push them forward and get power. And then after they get power, they don't live up to the commitment to marry the woman. And sometimes the woman is right to kick them in their backside, because we should not exploit the woman. If the woman stood with you, bring you power, the least you could do is take her to the church on time. And that is fundamentally what some of the problems are. Who the hell some of these politicians think they are? You could use the woman, you can sex her, sometimes you finance the campaign, all kinds of things. And then when you come to power, you playing up and acting up and wouldn't marry the woman. This is not applicable to Kirk Cornish. I'm just talking spiritually. There's a spiritual revelation that I'm talking, and I call on politicians. Those of you who have girlfriends, it is time to marry your girlfriend, because the women have sacrificed, they have stood behind you, and why should they not be able to accompany you to the opening of the House of Assembly? So it's a wonderful day for justice. I thank God that this judge is a female. This is a real female. It's a woman. She's not anti-people. Note what I'm saying. I'm 67. The judge is not anti-people. She's not anti-woman. And she certainly does not hate man. Okay? She doesn't hate man. She loves people. She wants justice, and I'm certain she's among the many citizens who knows that there's been a local campaign by women who are not saved, who have organized to push a serious blow against the man them. So it's a great day in the Bahamas, and every day as I see justice being so independent, I'm not afraid if anyone takes me to the nearest court in the land. I will go willingly. Whatever the allegations are against me, I'm willing to go to court before I have faith at age 67 in the independence of our judiciary. And I have faith in the independence of the females in our judiciary. For they have demonstrated that they will not be swayed by sexism, by being anti-man, by being man-haters. So today, in our judiciary, Kirk Cornish has been rescued by an independent judiciary led by a woman whom I declare is a saved woman. So I thank God that she's not succumbed to the negative foreign influences, and that she remains strong and resolute. And the day she has evidence to prove that man or woman is guilty of a crime, she will deal with them in accordance with the law. So it's a great day in our country. It's a great day for mothers whose sons are put on trial for allegedly raping their girlfriends. We are hypocrites, and we have refused to look at our culture and to recognize that we are a unique people. And in our uniqueness, I declare that a married man cannot rape his wife. You cannot. If my wife conclude today that I'm a rapist after giving her them beautiful children, what should she do with me? She should go to the nearest court, and we should amend the law where she could say to the judge, "Judge, I declare my husband to be a rapist. I don't want him no more," and the judge should just end it. And if there are minor children, the judge give her the children and the house. If the children are adults, then give the children to the father and they can split the house. But if they're minor children, let the woman have the house. All right? And let's end it. Because certainly, if I'm prosecuted for the rape of my wife, you mean to tell me that when I'm come out of prison, she's still my wife? And I can still go home to her? That lousy son of a gun who put rape on me, when she know I'm entitled to have her every time I want her, because she's my wife, and be taken out. I ain't listening to these Negroes. And therefore, I declare publicly that a married man cannot rape his wife. And if you accept my leadership, I call on women everywhere to submit to your husband. But if you cannot, then you must move expeditiously to petition the government to come with laws to get rid of him quickly. Certainly, if, as this single woman has alleged, that Cornish yacked off her pants, if Cornish, who is single, has the right to yak off his girlfriend's pants, certainly a man who is married has a right to say, "Woman, take your pants off." We might as well discuss it, because everybody wants to talk sex. And at 67, as I read the evidence, I'm rather disturbed. Sex is so interesting. Sex can be very aggressive. Sex can be exciting. And sex by its very nature is aggressive. And the sexual enforcer in the human species is the male. And let's thank God that men are the sexual aggressor, or many of us would not have been here. Many of us would have still been in heaven looking down, trying to determine when will mama submit so I could come to earth. All right? So I say to those who will oppress man, depart from me, for thou art not saved. And that is what is taking place in this country. I don't know if I should read the evidence because I hate to say it. I'm 67, and as I read it, my heart began to pulsate because in the statement was a lot of sexuality. And I believe at 67, I shouldn't have my heart pulsating. There was a lot of sexuality in it. And I said, Lord, what is this? It's a bunch of sexy evidence, right? It's a bunch of sex talk. Remember, it's a bunch of sex talk. And these are adult people talking all the sex talk among our children. And by the time this debate on rape and marital rape is over, our children will know how some of them were made, and that ain't their business. But so is those kind of things. But thank God, it's a female judge. Thank God it's a female judge. And thank God the record will show that this judge is not a man-hater. Because in the Bahamas, there are many, many man-hater. But she's not a man-hater. She loves people. So God bless her. And may she continue to preside over our courts. And may she continue to issue justice in accordance with the law. So it's a great day. And I was moved all morning when I received the report that I should send a telegram to Buckingham Palace, where Dame Cynthia Pratt should have been knighted by our blessed King, King Charles III. And all day I was preoccupied. I wanted to say a telegram to our blessed Governor General, Dame Cynthia Pratt. Dame Cynthia, I congratulate you. God save the King. Convey to His Majesty that the courts of the Bahamas are independent. God save Dame Cynthia Pratt, our blessed Governor General. God save the King. God save the judiciary. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save man and woman. God save the King. Welcome back to Freedom Match. My name is Rodney Monker, and of course we had breaking news. We've told you so far how Justice Renee McKay has declared a mistrial in the rape and assault allegation against North Aberco Member of Parliament, the Honorable Kirk Cornish. So we'll come back to that. But in studio, I have a special guest who's going to be with us for about 15 minutes. And his name is David H. Roll. Brother Roll, welcome to Freedom Match.
Thank you very much, Mr. Monker, and it's good to be here.
Tell us, you are the president of the All Andres Regatta Committee?
No, I am one of the coordinators of the All Andres Regattas Committee's events.
Yes.
This weekend, May 4th to the 5th, we're going to be on Montague. And that is North Andres, South Andres, and Mango Free. They're the three major areas in Andres that house regatta annually. And this is now our major fundraiser, where each group will have its own stalls and representatives they're serving, and hoping that have all of Andres people come together for this event.
This is powerful. Now, after you would have done the fundraising, do you have a set date
Well,
when the regatta will take place?
Yes. Well, the first regatta on the calendar for Andres would be the Mangrove Key Regatta, which is the 17, 18, and 19 of May. That is the Mangrove Key Regatta. The other regatta that's going to happen after that would be the South Andres Regatta, which is the Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
And then after that would be the North Andres Regatta. Now, North Andres Regatta is the largest of all the regatta because they have all different class boats. They have the A, B, C, and E class. Mango Free and South Andres, we have just the C and E class. And so all of us decided last year the best way to try and finance these regattas, because regattas are a very expensive venture, is to come together and to call all our home people to come together and let's go to Montague and have a fundraiser. So this year, again, we're going to be 2 days in Montague fundraising.
Now, you pointed out that the biggest regatta is held in North Andres. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's so.
And you said that the categories are A, B, C, and E. What happened to D?
Well, the D class, they sort of phased that out because the D class would be boats that's about 16 feet, right? So now they have the C class,
Okay.
which goes up to 18 feet.
Yes.
The E class is only 12 feet.
Right.
And then you have the B class around 22 feet. So that in between sizes,
Yeah.
they sort of phased that out. So now you have it only the C, the D, sorry, the C, the E, the C, the E, and the A classes, and B.
Okay.
That medium-sized boat, they sort of phased that out.
Who would be qualified to participate in the upcoming regattas?
All right, okay, this is what is going to happen now. On Saturday, we're going to host an E-class regatta Saturday and Sunday. That is for those small boats that we're going down to Mangrove Key. Okay?
Yes.
During that week, during this weekend, on Saturday we'll have one race. On Sunday we'll have 2 races. And this is when we're going to showcase what we call a relay race, which has never been done anywhere in regattas.
Can you describe?
So the relay race is this: we have north, south, and mango fees. Each segment or each section will be assigned 3 boats. The first boat will take off and will carry the tiller is what you steer the boat by,
Yes.
of the second boat. So the boat that is waiting on the boat to come back can't move until the tiller reaches. So you have the first boat have to make a course and come back into where the start line is.
Yes.
And we'll hand that tiller to the second boat.
Yes.
And so you can't cheat. You got to be honest, and because you hit your sail without a tiller, you're going to float to the shore.
Right.
And so, and that's something new that we're trying, and hopefully it catches on and we make it a staple event in our production of what we're doing.
Who all would be qualified? Take for instance, I am from a settlement called Black Village.
Well,
can we participate in the regatta?
Let me say, we expect some 30,000 people to be on Monaco this weekend.
Okay.
Andros is big. And when we do things big. We have numbers. We know that. And if you look at the history of Andros and the family islands, Andros people are from every island in the Bahamas. And during emancipation, when the slave moved from the islands that were doing agriculture, they went to Andros. And then when the sponging era came out, you found Auckland's Crooked Island, Maguana, Inagua, Long Island, Exuma, Cat Island, all of those people you could find descendants living in Andros.
Yes.
And so I'm going to give you a brief history of regatta in the Bahamas. When the guys in Andros were sailing on the west side on the mud during the sponging era,
Right.
they would race, they could say, race to the mud, to the fishing ground, and race back.
Yes.
And it became a competition. So you know what they did? They came to Nassau first, around 1886. And they
Okay.
sailed the first regatta in Monaco. And they saw how well it went. They went to Ragged Island. This I'm just about now. They went to Ragged Island, and they sailed in Ragged Island. After Ragged Island, they went to Auckland's and Cat Island, and then they went to Exuma. Because if you look at Exuma,
Yes.
regatta results from the 50s and 60s were dominated by Andros boat.
Okay.
The Mystery J winning about 6 to 8 A-class races. Because all the boats from Andros went there to sail, because guess what? That was where they were from.
Okay.
That's why they went back. If you see the Moxie and Mangrove Key,
Right.
they from Ragged Island. That's why they
Okay.
went back to Ragged Island to sail.
Okay.
Exuma, the same way, the Rose and Cat Island, all of them related to Mangrove Key and Andros. And that's how regatta really started in the Bahamas. So Mangrove Key is really the oldest regatta in the Bahamas. It's been around well over 100 years.
Wow.
All right, because after they sailed in 1886 in Monaco,
Right.
continuously every year, they were sailing in the area that we call Swains or Dorset.
Right.
Now, which was the capital of Andros at the time. So they continued to sail there. And that sprung from that, they went home to the different islands and have their regattas.
This is powerful. I thank you for the history.
Yeah.
So,
But this weekend is going to be all about Andros and his descendants. We want persons from Mars Bay to Red Bay and Morgan's Bluff, which is in the northern part of Andros.
Right.
Every settlement in Andros. We want everyone to come to Monaco on Saturday and on Sunday to have a good festive time.
Okay.
You know, we normally wait for funeral repasts to come together and say, oh man, we got to come together. So this is the time to come in a festive season after Easter,
Right.
and come together and have a good time.
Right.
The place is going to be very secure. You're going to have
Very
the
secure.
police is going to be there.
Yes.
Then we have the local bands out of the island. The Spice bands are going to be down on Monaco performing. We have Elon Moxie, Veronica Bishop, Melody, and others are coming to perform on Monaco as well.
Really?
It's going to be a festive thing. Then we have set aside a area where the kids are going to have the bouncing castle,
Okay.
and other games going on. Everything that you want with crab, the way the crabs are cooked, is going to be available to you. You know, all the spirit that you want to have is going to be there. North Andros will have their setup, South Andros will have the setup, Mangrove Key will have a setup. So everybody is invited. And I know the Governor General is not in the Bahamas now, but she's from Mangrove Key.
Right.
Her father's from Mangrove Key, and she often visits that. And so if she gets back in time, I expect to see her on the premise and everybody on the bay.
This is powerful.
Monaco.
So you have inspected Monaco, and Monaco is ready.
I was there this morning.
Yes.
And I will go back there, God's willing, on Thursday,
Yes.
tomorrow, on Friday.
Have you been inspecting
I
it with
walked-
any
I looked-
government officials?
I walked and I looked at the electrical service. I looked at, because we always have issue with water. I saw the water issue is solved. There's no problem with the water.
Water issue has been
It's
solved.
solved. We're gonna
What
make,
about the electricity?
the electricity is there. I think we're going to have to get some standby generators because I don't think it's
What about
sufficient.
the toilet facility?
The toilet facility is there, but the problem is being with the toilet is that after you use it for a couple of hours, you start having this clog up situation.
Really?
So that to work around that, we're going to get portable toilets as well
Okay.
to make sure that that persons can relieve themselves in a dignified manner.
This is
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
And of course, you said there's going to be all kind of spirits there.
You want your coconut water. Some people want wine. Some people want a beer. Some people want whatever liquor they want.
There will be coconut water.
There will be coconut water there. Definitely, there will be coconut water.
Okay.
And all the spirit that you want would be there.
This is powerful. Do you have any idea the names of some of the boats that might be participating?
Well, with the boats we are trying to cut it down because the guys are very expensive, right?
Okay.
We have Mama and Papa, COVID-19, Baby Thunderbird, which is owned by Reverend Philip Markfee. We have Baintown Woman that can represent you. You know, the Baintown Woman came second in the race in Exomo on Friday.
Really? She
Yeah.
came second?
She came second.
She's something, boy.
Captain Peg, so fine, Miss Bella, Empress, two brothers. Might even be more.
Okay.
But these guys are very expensive, and we have to try to say cut the cloth to fit the suit.
Of course,
make sure that
of course.
everything works. Yeah.
Now, in terms of the harbor, in terms of just outside there, are there any tourists who are docked in that area?
Well, there are a lot of boats that normally moored in that area, but the cost is set in the way that because we sail in the small boats, the E-class, the smallest of all the boats.
Their presence will not constitute
No, but
any
the way the cost
blockage.
is set, and then you can always ask them to move or to shift in order to have the cost done properly.
And do you have anybody designated to do that?
Well, Mr. Kevin Moxie, he is coordinating the regatta part of it.
And he is in contact with the port director.
I know definitely if he's going to set the course, him and Stafford and Bristol, they definitely will do it because Stafford is a veteran in doing that. He has always been doing that. Yes.
And you said the first activity is this Saturday.
Saturday. We
What
start
time?
Saturday.
What
We
time?
starting at midday Saturday.
Midday.
Saturday.
Midday is the same as like 12 noon?
o'clock. 12 noon. We starting. All the food should be ready. All the drinks should be ready. The kids some should be ready to be entertained. And and we always say to people, when you come to Monaco, you can come and stay because it ain't like you can just drive back and forth. I hoping that we don't have to close, put barricade across to prevent people from driving through. But
Okay.
if it has to happen because of the crowd, because we're expecting an overflowing crowd in Monaco.
Yeah.
Because when all the just come together, it's huge.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's huge.
So it means then that when I would have arrived, there shall be a variety of Andrew's food.
All the foods.
Will there be crab and dough?
Crab and dough.
Will there be
Crab
conch
and
and dough?
conch and dough.
Really?
Conch frigigi. Crab and rice. Crab and cassava. Stuffed crab. If you want roast crab, we can roast crab on the way for you because the girls are going to be
crab
there.
and okra soup
I believe
crab.
Southerners are going to have that.
and guinea corn grits.
I haven't seen guinea corn for a long time.
Really? What
Long
island
time.
are you from?
I'm from Mango Creek.
You don't live
But
there?
I know every week I'm there.
Really?
Every week. I know we used to grow a lot of that on Counts Bay on the sand, but I haven't seen it for quite a while.
You got to talk
Yeah.
to Cat Island people because I want some guinea corn grits
Yeah.
growing, should I say guinea corn, growing in Andros. All right?
We had a lot. I know Counts Bay when my Auntie Clee was alive, she used
Okay.
to grow a lot of that. But now the younger people don't be into farming like that.
But you got to introduce them to it. But I understand your
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So Saturday, and then what happens on Sunday?
Sunday, that's when we'll have the relay race, and we're going to have the entertainers as well. Sunday after church is finished, then at about 2 o'clock, we expect the people to come there for the evening, and we'll go into until about 11 o'clock that night.
When you talk about relay race, what do you mean by that?
That is, all right, we North, South, and Mango Creek, three
Yes.
teams.
Yes.
Each team would be assigned 3 boats. Each boat would leave, the lead boat would leave the starting line and carry the tiller or will steer the boat
Right.
with them.
Okay.
The second boat can't leave until they return.
Okay.
It's like when the baton is past you,
Yes.
then you can leave.
Then you could leave.
It ain't like racing when you could cheat, you could start one, they give you a seat, but you can't
Right.
move because you can't steer the boat.
Right.
When that tiller come back to you, then you can go.
Really?
And who wins the relay is who wins the race.
Well, would you kindly tell us your final passing words?
I just want to say to everybody from Andros and friends of Andros is please come out to Manicure this week. We expect about 30,000 people, and we have the food there, we have the drink, we have everything there, and all the entertainment there to accommodate you. Come out, let's have a good time, and this is an annual event, and we're looking forward to have you.
I thank you.
Thank you so much.
And I look forward to coming, eh?
Thank you, man.
You take good care.
We'll be looking for you.
Listen, I ain't got no boat, but I might keep one boat and come by, okay?
I want you in the boat, man. I want you on the bay.
Okay, then.
I want you on the bay.
I think I'll do better on the bay. You take good care.
I think spiritual advisor, he can ride the probably good.
This is powerful. So, folks, I had with me Mr. David H. Rule. And, of course, Mr. Rule is one of the coordinators of the All Andres Regatta Committee. And as you noted, he gave us the history from about 1886, I think, when Andres led the way in regatta. And of course, you would know just this week or a couple of days ago, in Exuma, there was regatta. And many of us aren't aware that regatta was perhaps first started in Andres based on the history that David H. Rule has taught us. So for heaven's sake, Saturday and Sunday, go to Fort Montague, join the fund, and help sponsor the All Andres Regatta Committee. And of course, this is powerful. Well, I want to welcome my spiritual advisor, Bradley Rule. Welcome to Freedom March.
Good to be here, Sandra. Listen, let me fix this mic.
Okay.
Quickly, I'm on a little problem fixing this mic.
Just give me fix the mic. I want you to know that there's breaking news. Today, Her Ladyship, Justice Renee McKay, has declared Justice Renee McKay has declared a mistrial in the allegations against North Abaco Member of Parliament, the Honorable Kirk Cornish. Mr. Cornish is accused of the rape of his girlfriend, also known as common law wife, and other, domestic related issues. But the court apparently discovered that among the jury was a fifth columnist, a undercover F&M, who it is alleged is linked to the opposition leader Michael Pintard. As a result of that, the learned magistrate, who is female, Her Ladyship Justice Renee McKay, had no other choice but to stop the trial, declare it a mistrial. And so as a result of that, she dismissed 6 of the man them and 3 of the woman them jury, which means the Director of Public Prosecution, who is also a female, will have to determine whether or not the honorable gentleman, that's Kirk Cornish, will be brought back to the Supreme Court and a new jury appointed. And it is hoped that when this new jury is appointed, they will be able to weed out all F&Ms and perhaps all PLPs. So this is what is taking place here in the Bahamas. And as my spiritual advisor get ready, the most I could say is thank God for an independent judiciary, and thank God for a judge who, by this noble declaration of independence, is demonstrating that she is not a man-hater. So it's a great day, because in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, they don't love the men them. And the society has been man-hater, notwithstanding all that we have done. We work hard, we mind the woman, we mind the children, we love the women. They don't like us, but thank God there is a judge whose eyes are blind, Lady Justice. And so Her Ladyship perceived that justice would have been stabbed in her most vital parts. they're talking about rape. There could be nothing more worse, more disgusting than to starve justice in her most vital parts. I prefer that justice is never starved in her most vital parts. And the most that I can say is, one day we will all hear, "Depart from me, for you are not saved." My spiritual advisor.
Yeah, Senator, I mean, what I find to be very interesting, of course, thank you so much for the invitation to Freedom March. What I find to be interesting, Senator, jury selection, isn't there a vetting process?
There is a vetting process, but there are
Right.
times when you throw water, people can duck it.
Yeah, but, okay, so during this vetting process, right,
Yes.
I'm thinking that as far as influence is concerned on a case, they would normally ask jurors if they know the defendant or if they know the accused, normally.
Yes.
Now, does it go beyond that? Because, you know, here it is, we have a case where it is either alleged or I don't know if it's confirmed that one of the jurors had somewhat of a close relationship with the leader of the opposition.
Yes.
Now, how does that influence the case?
Well, this case is very political.
This a political case?
No, listen to my words. Listen,
This is a rape case, Senator.
listen. Rape can have plenty politics in it. You would recall that the first political interference when the women's branch of the Free National Movement held a press conference. When they did that, it was the first torch that they used to stab justice in her most vital parts. It reminded me of when Michael Craig Lightburn made certain remarks in the Honorable House of Assembly, and Pinling was moved to threaten to take a PVC pipe and push it in a perpendicular position. So, when the women branch entered the fray, they introduced politics. And so, the court is on its guard, and without us identifying a particular case, you will note that there is another case that has high political tone, and the court has done everything in its power to stamp out the perception of political interference. And so the court was moved to protect the rights of the accused. And when you listen to all of the evidence, the accuser has told the court that notwithstanding that she is alleged that the man Yakov her pants, she did not want to harm him, for he was in a relationship with her. So you see how we have to be careful when we hear that man is raping women. And that is why I continue to preach. See, I'm able to preach this based on my age. There are two women that a man can never rape. He cannot rape his wife, nor can he rape his sweetheart. And I submit, don't mind what nobody tell you, I tell it to you. All right? And if my other sibling was not watching it, I would have told you something personal, but I don't want to upset him today and put up his pressure. The sweetheart has always, historically, in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, been superior to the wife. That's why I don't have any sweetheart, because I refuse to allow sister woman to be superior to my darling wife. So that's what's going on.
Yeah, but you know, the reality though, Senator, as you were listening to the case and you heard the defendant, when you hear
The accuser.
the accused, right, and the testimony, it's rather disturbing if what she was saying is true. You gotta be careful. You're not.
What
give me a
is
second.
disturbing in sex?
Give me a second, though, Sandra.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Here's what I'm thinking. You don't want to send a wrong message because you seem to almost suggest in your speech earlier that in a girlfriend and boyfriend relationship that boyfriend has a right to the girlfriend body. That's not true. They're not married. If you're not in a marriage relationship, then you have no rights to the person's body outside of marriage. So as far as rape is concerned, if she says she doesn't want to engage you, and then of course you understand my position on that. If you're dating a young lady and you're not married to her, you shouldn't be engaging in sexual activities with her anyhow.
Yeah, but that,
right?
my spiritual advisor.
And that's the spiritual side of that.
Yes.
It is a.
When we come back, the spiritual advisor will talk sex from a spiritual perspective, but he has forgotten. The problem fundamentally in this country is the people he saved. This is unsaved sex we're discussing. Unsaved sex, okay? Saved sex is marital sex. This is Freedom March. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. And of course, there are breaking news taking place in our courts today. Her Ladyship, Justice Renee McKay, took a bold, revolutionary legal principle when she stopped the trial of rape against North Abaco Member of Parliament, the Honorable Kirk Cornish, whose girlfriend has alleged that he raped her. And of course, there is emerging evidence that one of the jurors may very well be the blood relative of some of the most important political personalities in our country. So we're investigating it. I've sent for birth certificates. I said, bring the jury birth certificate, bring the fella in politics, his birth certificate, they man, they pass, so I could hold it up on TV if the evidence, the information I'm getting is correct. So I could show the country how small the country is, and it's powerful. My spiritual advisor, are you ready for birthday?
Yeah, we got a couple birthdays.
Go
to
ahead,
do,
my spiritual advisor.
And a couple of shout outs. So the first birthday, yes, Madam Lede, Miss Lede. We want to give a shout out to Miss Lede today. I understand today it's a birthday. Happy birthday to you, Mother. This birthday shout out, of course, is coming from your children, your 4 grandsons, and all your relatives and friends, and of course those who love you dearly. Happy birthday, Miss Lede. God bless you, and we hope you live to enjoy many, many more as you celebrate your birthday. All right, and let's see. We want to send a special birthday shout out to Miss Portia Clark. It's coming from all of her kids, Leo, Peyton, Britson, Ashley. We love you dearly, all your friends and family. Marvinette and her grandson, Leo Jr. Have a wonderful day, Miss Portia Clark. Happy birthday to you. Then, of course, this youngster, we want to send a birthday shout out to this youngster. Let me see if I could find him quickly. Yes, Jason Culmer. It's coming from your loving grandparents, Clarence and Yvonne, your uncles, Donovan and Cameron, your aunt, Dominique. They love you on your special day. Happy birthday, young toddler, Jason Culmer. All right, let's see. Who else do we have here? We want to send a birthday shout out to, I know I saw someplace, yeah. Yes, Martha Murray. It's coming from your daughter and your granddaughter, Natasha. Happy birthday. Happy birthday from my daughter, Martha. I don't see the name for this person now. But it is coming from her daughter, Martha Murray, and her granddaughter, Natasha. Sandra, who's this lady?
He's telling you.
You know who this lady is? He said you didn't send the name for this lady.
Oh, I didn't send the name?
No.
Okay.
Do you know who this lady is?
Well, I sent what was sent to me.
Okay, so happy birthday to you, Mom. All the best to you. Enjoy your birthday. And of course, this is coming from your daughter, Martha Murray, and your granddaughter, Natasha. All the best to you on your birthday. We wish you well, and may God continue to bless you. We also want to do a special shout out to the Claridge Primary School Choir and the choir director, Ms. Blenman. Special shout out to you, choir director of Claridge Primary School. We have anything else? Any other birthday? Oh, that's that photo there. Okay, good. Okay, special shout out to the Claridge Primary School, and of course the choir director, Miss Blenman. All right. I think they were doing something, performing at the National Arts Festival. Okay, good. So we want to celebrate anniversary shout out to this beautiful couple. Join me in wishing Brother Laterio and his wife, and his lovely wife, Sister Vashti Woodside, a happy 31st wedding anniversary. God bless you both. As you celebrate your wedding anniversary, we hope you live to enjoy many, many more. So happy wedding anniversary 31 years of marriage. That's Ontario and his lovely wife, Vashti Woodside. God bless you. All the best to you. We hope you live to enjoy many, many more anniversaries as you celebrate together. Okay, what else do we have? Is that it? Okay, that's it, Sandra.
Well, I thank you, my spiritual advisor. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today at London, our blessed Governor General, Her Excellency Cynthia Pratt, has been knighted. She is now Dame Cynthia Pratt. And if I have my facts correctly, she would have been knighted by the king. That would be King Charles III. And so her title now is Dame Cynthia. And Dame Cynthia would have joined knights like Dame Margaret and Dame Anita and other distinguished women. So I congratulate Her Excellency Dame Cynthia Pratt. So the Governor General, God save the Governor General. It's powerful. Well, folks, I'm going to divert from the rape trial. I'll come back to it because it is the biggest story today here in the Bahamas. Over the last couple of days, it has been discovered that students at SC McPherson have been taking dangerous dope. Apparently, their dope has laced goodies, and they have been eating dope. The education minister, that is Mrs. Glenys Hannah Martin, today spoke with the Negro media, and I'm shocked over what she revealed to the media. And I'm going to invite everybody to listen to Eyewitness News today. It cannot be the Minister of Education. The Minister of Education told the media that a senior official in one of the public schools informed her that many of the students have social problems, they're depressed, and that's why they have to take dope. And that's why they have to take these laced drugs. She said, mine is unlawful, but that is the reason. I think the Minister of Education should not have said that. Marijuana is illegal, one. The medical profession will tell you it has had a devastating psychological effect on our young people. I work at the Sandlands Rehabilitation Center as a young man, and I saw the devastation of young people smoking dope. I look at members of my family, members of my community who smoke dope. They smoke dope. I look at young people who lace their marijuana with lizard tail. I look at young people. There's a man I know, he's been crazy for about 25 years because they took, I forget the name of the thing, they mash up, look like cocaine. It's something that you use, that you put in the house, it gives the house a nice scent, and they mash it up and put it and lace the drugs. And he's been crazy for 25 years. How can the education minister tell the media what a senior school official told her? Marijuana is against the law. And then Glenys Hannah Martin says she doesn't think that the Ministry of Education should test the students for drugs. If parents think that they are on drugs, that is a duty for the parents to do. That's a good argument. But if the children come to school and they become ill as a result of taking some substance. Certainly, when they're taken to the hospital, scientifically, there should be some blood examination to determine what it is that is affecting our children. I call, listen to me, I call on the Bahamian people to oppose the legalization of dangerous drugs. I finished with that. But Glennis Hannah should hang her head in shame. Come, Glennis. Don't mind he educated. Don't mind he's trying to justify the children smoking dope. The police should investigate him. Because I was a student, and my art teacher, he used to smoke dope at C.C. Sweeting. I don't want to call his name. He's not a Bahamian. He's from the West Indies. But he taught art. And some of the best drawing that he drew is after he smoked a long joint. He prepared a skit at C.C. Sweeting, and it was called Jesus Christ Superstar. I was a student at C.C. Sweeting. He got everybody who was in, well, not everybody, but most of them, student, he got everybody high. Then they went over to what is called the University of the Bahamas. And I must confess, they put on a good show. But they were all high on dope. And I got put out of school in 1974. So I'm talking about over 50 years ago. You can't have the Minister of Education telling the media that some stupid, God forgive me, principal or school administrator has justified to her why the children is smoking dope or eating drug-laced cookies and cakes and candies. But I say, depart from me, the people ain't saved. That's the fundamental problem. All right? It's against the law. And we should not give comfort to anything that is unlawful. And Glennis Hannah Martin knows better because she is an officer of the court. She's an attorney at law. She's a politician. And even if she taught that, she should have kept that quietly. Let's not justify our children taking drugs. And I continue to boast. I have an uncle named Forrester Bow. I can't say this loud. Every time I come on TV and I tell the country how I never smoked dope. You know what my uncle does? He calls me and he says, come up here on this hill. And my uncle lived on one of the highest hills, so I got to drive up that high hill. And he said, you know, I'm so proud of you, nephew, that you don't smoke dope. My uncle is write a check for me. And my uncle, old. But he writes a check for me and reward me because he tells me that he is so proud that in my youth and in my adulthood, and now I old, I never smoked dope. All right? I don't like what Glennis did. And I'm not picking on her. I'm not picking on her. I'm not picking on her. But she has to think before she speaks to the Negro media. She's the principal. She's the Minister of Education. She's the youth leader. And she should call that principal in and say, hey, we're not going to justify why young people smoking dope. Nobody more depressed than me. I too have problems, but I don't smoke no dope. So what kind of foolishness is this? All right? Anyway, the spiritual advisor, where are we?
Well, you were just talking about drugs, you know.
Yeah, you want to go back to rape?
No, I mean,
Well, R.A.P., rape.
Keep drugs out of school, man.
Yeah.
You know, our kids should not be involved. That's one of the reasons why, you know, school need to introduce programs where you could really intricately get involved with students who may seem to be having issues, to see if you can find out what's going on with them, find out more about their home and family life, see what kind of stresses they're going through. Because, yeah, ultimately, you know, children do tend to, you know, get involved in things that they ought not to get involved with. And of course, there are some outlets and some habits they do that, you know, should be discouraged 100%. Drugs is just one of those things. It is what it is. I know growing up, we had young students who were involved with, you know, smoking a little dope and popping quaaludes and so on and so forth. So, you know, now this is a modern time, much more modern time. So you can see how easily they could be getting involved in you know, drugs and even possibly guns and other stuff as well. So we need to, you know, make sure we keep abreast of our kids, be involved with them, see if we could befriend them and find out what's going on with them, especially students in school, because you don't want them to follow that narrow, that broad path, I should say, where they get involved with drugs. And I think he wanted to say that the drugs was laced with mothballs.
I was thinking about that. That's the name I wanted to call mothball.
Yeah.
And we have school psychologists. We have in the Ministry of Health, there are a lot of psychiatrists. They can talk to the students, right? But we must not justify it by saying that a senior official in the school tell her that the children them are oppressed. These children ain't taking no dope because they're oppressed. They're taking dope because they're looking for fun and looking for pleasure. All right, that's what it is. And some of these drugs make you sexy, and some of these drugs make you a gangster. All right, you get high and you want to get sexy. You get high and you want to break the law. So let us stop justifying these things, man. It makes me annoyed. And somebody should talk to Glennis and tell her, hey, have a talk with your principal. And they should not be running on. But if they think that the children are depressed, we got Sandalans. We have a lot of psychologists. We have psychiatrists. We got social workers. We got pastors. We got all kind of people that can talk and counsel these young people. Let's not justify them in taking dope.
Right. So, and I think guidance counselors is what you call them.
Yes, guidance counselor, Mr.
Call them back
Bishop.
in the day. So schools need to equip themselves with guidance counselors who can identify, the school can identify kids that need counsel, need someone to talk to about any issues they may be facing.
Right.
So they don't go down that path
Right.
of, you know, drugs, you know.
Right.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So having passed that, I want to go back that I'm excited and a new thing has developed. My spiritual advisor, Bradley Rule, he has been inundated by citizens sending him texts to make sure he passes it on to me so that I can put them on the I list. And I want members of the public to know I'm not showing off. I've had eye problems. So having experienced it, I'm sympathetic to other members of the public who were not fortunate to be exposed in a way that I have been exposed to some medical treatment. I even need more. So I was happy when I first approached Dr. Davel, and he then involved me in the program. So I'm happy. I'm not trying to show off. For those who think I'm trying to show off, I'm not trying to show off. I really want to help people to be able to get on this program because, as I told you before, a couple months ago, Dr. Dowell invited me to a meeting and told me about the program. Last Wednesday, we met again. He told me about the program. He asked me to push it. And he said, you could have your own list. So I took advantage of it. There are people who have been calling me all nights. And so I had Marcus Louis, who assists me. All day he's been sending WhatsApp to Dr. Dowell's. And we have more, because I'm inundated writing down and people sending texts. And I say, send more texts. Don't be ashamed. Send it. We will take our time and we will inundate Dr. Michael Dowell, because I want everybody to have an opportunity, because I'm overwhelmed by what people are telling me. We have an eye epidemic in this country, and so we should give everybody an opportunity. So from my perspective, I feel blessed that I have this contact with Dr. Dowell since I'm on TV. Why should I not use the TV show to help members of the public? So I don't want nobody to think that I'm showing off. And suppose I am. Don't get distracted by that. Let's get people name in, all right? So I want to encourage people to continue to send WhatsApp. If you think I didn't get it, resend it. Just make sure you put names, age, date of birth, reliable telephone contact, and an idea what might be wrong with your eyes, so that when Dr. Dowell and his team are looking at it, they can determine where you're going. Simple as that. If you're from the Family Island, I've had people from Abaco, from Eleuthera, from Grand Bahama state it. Now, I promised a person out of Grand Bahama, at least two persons, that I would ask Dr. Dowell today if there will be the doctors traveling to Grand Bahama. Unfortunately, I didn't have the opportunity to go down to the House of Assembly to speak to him, but between today and tomorrow, I'll do that, so I'll be able to update you. But I say send the WhatsApp, because as the spiritual advisor, he came by my office today to give me a hand. I was so excited. I said, good, let Bradley see what all we are faced with at the office. So they start sending him. They start sending him. They start sending him. Then he met Marcus and I, either writing down and Marcus forwarding it to the ministry. And so he had no other choice but to join and help, because he knows people. So I want people not to get emotional, don't get upset. Let's get people the eye services. And let's take advantage of the medical professionals who are coming into our country. And let's take advantage, because you'll be surprised to know, as people provide me with the information or speak to me, I'm kind of shocked. I have an 86-year-old woman who works as a nurse at the Princess Margaret Hospital. Why should she have a struggle to get to see a doctor to move her cataract, which is hurting her? And she served the country as a nurse at the Princess Margaret Hospital. Or why should we have a teacher who has made such a tremendous contribution in the system, but can't get to see a professional? And when people tell me they're nurses or retire, whatever you call the people, them who's take blood out your hand in the blood lab, when they tell me that's what they did and how many years they served the Bahamas government, but they got cataract and can't get to a doctor, I say that is not fair, because these are people who have made a contribution, so we should help them. I have a 90-year-old woman. I must have got about 6 90-year-old people who say their cataract is hurting. And as I get old, I'm becoming emotional. So I'm upset over the fact that these elderly people are telling me that their cataract is hurting them. All right? So let's send it. Please don't take it out of context. We're trying to help. We're trying to help. Okay? So we want to say that. My number is 801-5760. Just send it, and we will take our time. Okay? This has been a match. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. A very interesting day in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Cynthia Pratt, our Governor General, has been knighted by our blessed King. God save Cynthia Pratt. Dame Cynthia is her full name and title. God save the King. Be right back after the break. Welcome back to Freedom Match. My name is Rodney Monka, and of course, today has been breaking news in the Supreme Court. And the Progressive Liberal Party Member of Parliament for North Abaco, the Honorable Kirk Cornish, who had been arraigned in the Supreme Court on Monday, in which he was charged with a number of domestic offenses, among them rape, sexual assault, and threats. Well, a jury was impaneled on Monday. Tuesday, evidence was given when his girlfriend, some people refer to as his common-law wife, she testified and told the court about their domestic breakdown. But this morning, Justice Renee McKay, she, using her authority, declared a mistrial, ending and getting rid of the juror. There arose allegation that a juror is reportedly very, very close to the Free National Movement leader, Michael Pintard, who is leader of the opposition. And of course, for many citizens, they're puzzled as to what the court means by close. And so spiritually, I will explain to you what close could mean. Close could mean a good friend. Close could mean a blood relative. You see? Close could mean that kind of thing. So in this country, we all close, okay? And that's what it could mean. But thank God the judiciary is independent, and these are modern jurists. They're well educated. They're not intimidated by anything, and God has led them along a path where they use integrity and they declare the law as they righteously believes it. So we thank God that this is a female juror, well, a female judge. We thank God that justice is like a, like...
It should be blind.
Thank you, my
It
spiritual
should be blind.
brother.
But listen, Senator, I'll be honest with you, right? This rape case really has my attention, right? Because as you read...
Don't say like that. Say, Senator, this alleged rape case.
Yes, this alleged rape case has my attention, right? Because for me, I'm looking at the allegations that's made against the Member of Parliament for North Abaco, and I'm thinking that this woman seemed as if was in a bad situation that she could have gotten out of, but refused to, right? Look at this. It says the woman claimed that on January the 20th, 2023, while in Cornish's yard in Cooperstown, Abaco, he flew into a rage after she received a call from a friend while she
Stop! Cornish flew into a rage after she received a what?
a call from a
A
friend
call from a friend. Continue.
while she sat in the passenger side of Cornish's car.
While she sat in the passenger side of Cornish car.
All right, so the alleged victim claimed that Cornish choked her and stabbed her in the eye with his pointer finger. I believe that's this one, right?
That is a pointer finger.
Right.
Okay.
The woman claimed that after the alleged assault, Cornish drove to Cooperstown, south side, and said, I should just put a bullet in your head.
Yes.
Now, anyhow, let's move on. The woman testified.
No, let's stop. Do not forget, she gave evidence. How the system works. You get up, you make an allegation. The allegation has to be tested. I could get up in court and speak the truth. I could get up in court and concoct a lie.
Yeah.
On the face of it, you would say, boy, that fella is guilty. But under cross-examination, right, you would see whether or not that person can stand. For instance, if I was talking to her, I would have said to her, who told you in the presence of Cornish that provoke Cornish to do that which he has done?
Was it male or female?
Huh?
Was it male or female that called?
that evidence has not emerged yet.
Okay.
I'm not justifying anything. I'm merely saying that if you're not saved, I receive all kind of calls from women.
Yeah, but it's nothing to it.
Right?
We know it don't mean anything.
My wife know that I'm saved.
You're 67.
So no, I was no. They don't call me now at 67. They called me when I was 27.
Yeah, you're 67.
Right?
Right? You ain't no threat to nobody.
So what is the point? But if you have a girlfriend and a man calls her, certainly that will provoke jealousy. I'm not trying to justify anything.
A call from a male isn't necessarily something to be concerned about. But if you continue,
That is not true.
But if you continue to read, you may see the concern.
No, but that is not true. For the young man,
They're not married, right?
right?
That's his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So she have friends and he have friends.
Yes.
Let's be realistic now.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
And so a call from a male doesn't necessarily mean that you have to fly into a rage.
you're not looking at it.
You can easily say,
Well, woman,
you could get inquisitive. and
have you
say,
ever had a
"What's that?"
girlfriend?
Yeah, man.
Okay. It's your girlfriend. It's your woman. What is she doing? Receiving a call from a man who is not her brother.
That's the mistake we make, Santa, and I think that's
No!
the way they do.
Watch me.
Girlfriends is have male friends and female friends.
Yes, but
Men have male friends and
but
female
I may
friends.
be jealous.
Okay, so you got a problem.
Yes. So you have to take into consideration that you are liking a very insecure man. And in the case of me, I'm very insecure.
So one of the conditions nowadays then, when you end up in a relationship with a girl, you tell her, listen, I need you to cut off all your male friends. That's a condition to be with me. You think any woman will agree with that? You have all your male friends, you can't talk to no males while you're in a relationship with me. That is absolutely absurd.
My spiritual advisor, I have to be very careful because I'm on national TV and my family has accused me of talking family business.
Yeah, but let me read this. There's some very interesting details in this.
I think.
And then we'll open the lines. I just want to read this quickly, right? The woman testified that she asked Cornish, right? After he said he's going to put a bullet to her head. The woman testified that she asked Cornish to take her home. Once there, she said, she took photos of the alleged eye injury and marks around her neck with a cell phone. The woman alleged that on March 25, 2023, Cornish attacked her with a knife while they were staying at an Airbnb in New Providence.
Where? Where this name? Where?
It says it says Airbnb, right? So, I mean, the thing is, right? It says from
These are allegations that she has levied. But in effect, it is alleged that he has done that.
Yes, all these allegations.
Right? And understand how rape is anti-man. So, the woman accuses me of rape. Immediately, everybody here, Rodney Monica is charged with rape. Her identity is secure. And all of the allegation is against me. Right? Even if I'm acquitted, my political enemy, and there's plenty of politics here, my political enemy, the public goes to say, go on, Rodney Monica, you rape your girlfriend. But her identity is hidden. So rape is anti-man. I'm not trying to encourage anybody to break the law. And let us watch what she says, which you have not read. She said she did not bring charges against him because they were in a
relationship.
And in a relationship.
But if the allegations are true, it doesn't make it right. You understand that, right?
If the allegation is true,
it
she
doesn't
should
make
have
it right.
left.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean,
Right?
I'm wondering.
It's only an allegation.
Yeah. All this allegation.
Tested.
But Sandra, I'm asking this question. Why would any woman, when you read the details of these allegations,
I think it's
why
the
would
monster.
any woman stay in a relationship being treated in this manner? As a matter of fact, what is interesting, as you read all these
why would a woman
him
who
spitting in her
will
face,
remain in a relationship who has, it is alleged that he did these things?
took off her pants in the
So
bedroom.
I want you to be guided because you're being anti-man.
No. It isn't that, Sandra.
The
Listen.
allegation, we do not have any report of her cross-examination. There's only one piece, you know. Why you didn't go to the police? He's my boyfriend.
Yeah, we get that.
We get boyfriend. See, what is this
But
honest with the
boyfriend,
public?
girlfriend doesn't mean have the right to abuse each other.
In boyfriend and girlfriend, they determine the rules.
Yeah, but then some of those rules are against the law, though.
They determine the rules.
Yeah.
They determine the rules. So in boyfriend and girlfriend, you walk into the bedroom, you yak the girl, pants off.
But
Why
that's
are we
wrong.
pretending?
That's wrong, though.
No, in your relationship it's wrong.
Sandra, why don't you stop this?
In your relationship
They
it's
are not
wrong.
married, Sandra.
No.
He don't have a right to tear her clothes off.
Listen,
He don't have that right
in
to do
your
that.
relationship,
Doesn't matter. Still have to take a break.
do not put Christianity on them. Dismiss that, for they are not saved.
But Sandra, when you read some of these details and allegations, right? I say to myself, why did this woman stay in a relationship with a man who carries on like this?
The
woman said she went
man
into
is
the bedroom.
deeply in love. This is a beautiful woman. Have you seen her?
No, I haven't seen her.
She's mango.
Was she a mango skin?
She's a mango skin. She's beautiful. She's sexy, right?
She's mango.
Women can make
does she have a peach
young
color?
men jealous,
Does she have a peach color?
right? Right?
Does she have a peach color?
Miss Professor, please.
Because
All right?
peaches are sweet, eh?
Please. Right? So we're dealing with a situation where in our society, we know what the culture is. Woman, take off your clothes. We are hypocrites. All of you who are young people, we are hypocrites. We are listening to the lesbian community. All right? That's what's going on. She, when asked under oath, why you ain't report this man? She ain't report the man because they're in a relationship.
But you know what is interesting is we can open the lines right now. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775, 698-0776. Today I had the privilege of spending some time in a nail salon. And in speaking to some of the women, they're saying that these allegations that they've read in the papers, it happened to them too. They were raped by their boyfriends.
Okay.
But one of the reasons why they didn't report is because they say that the police don't take it serious. Like they go and they tell police, listen, you know, this man raped me, and then the police say, well, okay, what kind of relationship was going on between you two? Oh, that's my boyfriend. And then the police tell them, well, you know, you need to go back and try to see if you could make things work as a what kind of matter they call it again now? Domestic matter. And so the reality is that a lot of our women are experiencing similar situations that we see in the newspapers today.
And what is that? Where their
They say
boyfriends
their
are
boyfriends
raping
are raping
them,
them, yes.
or strange men?
No, they say their boyfriends are raping them, but one of the reasons why they don't come forward is because they feel as if the
Well, they need
police
to get rid
is
of the
not
boyfriend.
treating them
If you have a boyfriend who is a rapist, then you need to move to end the relationship.
Absolutely, I agree with
You
that.
cannot tell me I didn't end the relationship because I didn't want to embarrass him, and we are still in love. It means that you all have an agreed sexual relationship. And for many young people, these things are sexy. That's why I don't like to get into this conversation. You go into the room, you yak the woman clothes off. That's sexy.
Oh, wow.
That's bedroom Billy.
Bully. 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live. Welcome to Freedom March.
Hi, how are you?
Good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Yeah, all right. Can
Great.
I speak to Malka, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Malka.
Sir.
Are you still taking the list for the
Yes, I am. Yes.
operation?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I have a mother. She can't speak,
Okay.
and her name is Marina Agnes Palmer.
Marina?
Marina.
Marina.
With an M?
Yes. Marina.
Okay.
Agnes Palmer.
Okay.
And the number. Yeah. Did you put her on the list?
Yes, sir. What's the telephone number?
The telephone number is, hold on, 557,
557.
hold on. Hold on.
Yeah. 557.
He's trying to find the number now.
Okay. So, folks, if you're calling me, have your numbers ready.
557
Yes.
4060.
4060. And how old is she?
She's about 81.
Okay. And she is on the island of New Providence?
Yes, sir. She's on the island of Providence.
Okay.
And she's the woman there. So,
This is powerful.
yes, sir.
And you think it's cataract or what you think? Or just she needs to have her eyes examined?
Yes, sir. Yes, I have our eyes examined.
Okay, we'll put that there. Have no problem. We're going to send this in, okay?
Thank you so much, sir.
God
You're
bless you, and thank you too.
323. Thank you, sir. 323-7775, 698-0775, 698-0776. Welcome to Freedom March. Caller, you're live. Caller, are you there? Turn your radios down first, please. Turn your radio down, or your TV. Are you there, caller? Yeah, turn your radio down, please. Listen to us, okay? Just turn your radio down, please.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. You're live.
Speak to us. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. What is it?
Yes, sir. This is Betty DeVoe trying to see if you can help me with some information with some eye doctors that's coming in.
Okay. Well, we expect some eye doctors to come in.
Uh-huh.
They're going to be dealing with cataract
Uh-huh.
and other eye issues. So we are helping the Ministry of Health and particular Health Minister Dr. Michael Dowell by collecting names of people who have eye problems so that they would contact them and invite them to come in either to have the cataract removed or to have whatever examination that is needed to make a determination on the conditions of their eyes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You can't say when they're coming in?
They should be here shortly.
Uh-huh.
I can't tell you specifically the day. I had promised somebody I would go look for Dr. Dowell today, but they should be here shortly.
Okay.
They're coming from China and they're coming from the United States.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you're taking them?
I'm taking names, yes.
You can take mine now?
Yes, ma'am. Go right ahead.
Betty DeVoe.
Just hold on, Betty.
Betty DeVoe.
Betty DeVoe.
I think we have it now.
Yes. And what is your number?
You want the house number or the cell?
But start with the house number. What is the house number?
601
601
1355
1355.
1355
Okay, and what is the cell?
801
801
9816
9816. How old are you, Betty?
78.
78? Well, I thought I went to school with you. And you live in Nassau, the Family Island?
I live in Nassau now.
Okay, this is great. So I think I have everything on you, and you think you have what, cataract, or just you want to have your
I
eyes?
have an eye that I can't see through the eye, but something growing on it and it's bothering the eyelid.
Okay then, so we will put that down, and we will refer your name to Dr. Dowell's committee, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir. I'll be looking forward for someone to call in.
Okay, so make sure you're monitoring your calls, because we have had an issue where calls were made
We're live on TV. You
and
have to
people
call us
were not
323-7775,
answering,
okay?
okay?
Oh, okay, all right.
Thank you very much, Betty DeVoe.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
All right, that call is for you, Sandra.
Hello, my dear.
That's a man.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Mr. Marco.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
How you doing?
I'm fine.
As personal advisor, how you doing?
He's fine.
doing great, sir.
Okay, this is my second time calling. The first time I call, I talk about the pleasure craft that contaminating the water. But this time I want to talk about Papa, Mr. Hubert Ingram.
Okay, what do you wish to say
Okay.
about Hubert Ingram?
Yeah, everybody. I know Mr. Ingram worked for the Bahamian people from at least 67. He was chairman of the party and then minister of housing, and then he was prime minister multiple times. But I haven't seen nothing on this, nothing that has his name on it. We gotta give Papa his flowers while he's alive.
Okay.
We gotta name something after Papa. That's your best friend, Mr. Manco.
Okay.
That's your best friend.
What do you think we should name after him?
Well, okay, Queen Elizabeth Sports Center. Let's call that.
No, we can't change.
No.
We can't name. We can't move the Queen's name.
He's not a sports
Think about
player.
something.
The Queen is no longer alive.
Listen to me. Think about something else, and call me back. And
I don't want to name no street after Mr. Ingram. I want to name something that like, okay, we having a big sport program coming on, track and field.
Okay.
We listen. We could change that name.
Okay.
We could find something to put Papa name on.
Okay.
Let's do something for Mr. Ingram while he's alive.
I'm
He's
gonna
been working
speak-
for the Bahamian people all his life.
I'm going to speak to Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis. I'm going to draw to his attention what you have said,
So
and I'm going to ask
I know you
him,
could do that.
what can we name after the Right Honorable Hubert Alexander Ingram? I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, the airport now.
Okay.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
'Cause, I thought Minister was going to do something, but I thought Mr. Christie was going to do something, but he didn't do nothing. Minister didn't do nothing. I know we could put politics aside and let Mr. Brave Davis name something after Papa.
Listen, I am convinced that Mr. Davis will do it. Okay?
Well,
Perhaps
I-
we'll name a city after Mr. Ingram. Okay?
Well, that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Well, I thank
Great
you.
idea. We need to do something for him while he's alive, because he's been working hard for the Bahamian people all his life.
That is true.
I've known that man. I've known him all his life.
Okay.
And he's a very, very good, hard-working man, and we need to do something for him.
I will.
So the youth, the young people will know him, because the young people don't know the fathers of the country, because a lot of them don't have no name.
I agree with
Put
you.
something in his name.
Yes, okay, caller. We got you.
Do that
We
for
got
me,
you.
man. Talk to Mr. Davis and
I will
try and
speak
do
to the
something
Prime
for Papa.
Minister. I was looking for an excuse to go look for him. You have given me the excuse. Thank you very
you
much,
very
eh?
much.
Okay,
All right,
sir.
take care.
You all have a good day.
All right, take care.
A
Take care.
wonderful gentleman who would like to name something after the Right Honorable
any
Hubert
callers on?
Alexander Ingram.
Let's take these calls.
Go ahead.
Sorry for that, Sandra. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Look like how you doing?
Good afternoon. How you doing, sir?
I am working for Senator Monta.
God save the King.
God save the king. I don't know why Senator Monta didn't educate that call, that last call with Mr. Ingram. He called Christie, he called Minister Neff, but he stopped trying to call him Ingram. Ingram was a good man, but Ingram legacy. You see, you name things after those prime ministers that have solid legacy. Hey, Ingram ain't getting that. But Senator, straight to the Bible, you was acting a bit naive at the beginning of the show special. Bunker was saying it correctly. See, when you pair up somebody else in a debate, you don't plaster them with either sin or Christianity or whatever you think should happen. You take the facts and you call it as it is. It's obvious that you may not have been in love, truly in love with nobody, because different relationships call for different tolerance levels. I have been in problems. I'm sure Monica have been involved. I'm sure you have been involved. The girl, she
No,
was
I've
the right-
never. No, I've never been in problems with any young lady, sir. I know how to conduct myself.
Well, you must know the other one.
I know how to conduct myself. Don't y'all
you
look
must
at y'all
be-
trying to find excuse to raping woman.
No, we're not.
Yeah, don't no. If it's, you don't rape woman, rape is against the law, sir. I don't care what you call it. I don't care what you call it. Learn to control and behave yourself.
I ain't fight making, so I just telling you, you was acting the naive.
Yeah, but
when it
no,
comes to
there's no
relationship.
excuse to take off anybody's clothes. You don't tear off people's clothes, sir.
Yeah, but Mr.
All right, there's no excuse for that.
I used to bite off women's underwear. That was
Yeah,
for me.
yeah. I see what the problem is now. You ain't safe.
You understand me? I know I'm not saying,
Yeah, you ain't safe.
but that don't mean it will wait for you. Go wait for me. And the lady did the right thing. After she realized the relationship was going toxic, she left. She left, so you could give her some credit. And she reported it.
Yeah,
But anyway, thanks
there's
for
no,
taking
yeah,
the
man,
call.
yeah, man. There's no excuse for rape,
I'll
right?
take the cell phone.
You can't be raped.
Hello? Yes, call me back. Anybody back, folks? Anyway, folks, this is Video Match. The show end, right? Right?
Yes, we are there.
God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Cynthia Pratt is now Dame Cynthia, the Governor General of the Bahamas. God save the King. God save an independent judiciary tomorrow.